Hey everyone, this is Dyci and we've got another video brought to you by Hub.Careers. So what I want to talk to you about today is why interviewing is a two-way street. You know, when we're out here looking for jobs or when we're, looking to change careers, maybe we're graduating college and we're getting out into the workforce, sometimes we can get really caught up on just kind of trying to get a job now and, we get stuck in answering the why they should hire us question, and we forget to ask the questions that are important for us as employees. Nowadays it's so important for you to find a job and a career and a position in a company that works best for your lifestyle, for your personality. Work takes up so much of our lives that it's very important that you be happy, in the situation that you find yourself in. I have had what some might say the luxury, what some might say the headache of looking for jobs, sometimes several times a year. Having moved and lived in other countries and other states, I regularly have found myself, on the job hunt and looking for jobs. So one of the most important things that I have learned is, like I said, to make sure that I'm interviewing the company as much as they are interviewing me. So when you find the right position or what you think might be the right position with the right company, even before you go into the interview, make sure you do your research. There are a lot of websites like Glassdoor.com or Indeed.com or even LinkedIn where you can look at reviews on companies. So you want to be looking at their culture, compensation, and I'm not talking about just salary, benefits as well. Do they care about their employees enough to provide health benefits? Is the company stable enough to be able to provide certain benefits that you might think would be important for you, whether that's life insurance or whether that is short-term disability insurance or for paternal care, maternity and paternity leave. So you want to be looking at things like that. But in addition to compensation and just reading reviews on culture, which you also have to often take with a grain of salt, because you can't expect for everyone to always be happy. But overall, do the situations and the reviews that you see, do they seem relatable? Do they seem reliable as well? But those questions that you want to have going in your mind when you want to sit down and in your interview, and the interviewer, the recruiter asks you, what questions do you have? Put it out there, be candid, be honest with them, because again, this is a big decision for you as much as it's a decision for them. And if you're lucky enough to find yourself choosing between 2 or 3 or 4 companies, you want to make sure that you make the right decision. So make sure you ask the recruiter or the department manager, the HR manager that you're interviewing with, about their employee feedback policy. Are they doing different surveys? Do they just have meetings? Is employee feedback appreciated? Is it accepted? Or is there one chief and everyone else is just an Indian? Is it a collaborative environment? You want to make sure that those kind of things are taken into account, because a company that cares about employees' opinions is a company that cares about you. Are they moving forward? Are they stuck in the past? Technology and so many things are changing, and even our work culture in general, with many people who, I definitely come from the millennial generation. I'm proud to say it. Some people say it's our fault, but for whatever the reason may be, things have been changing, and you want to make sure that you find yourself in a company that's keeping up with the times. So employee feedback and diversity and things like that, you want to make sure that's important. So ask about things like that. Make sure you ask about things that are important to you. If you like to travel, ask about, the different flexibility with time off. Perhaps the company has a standard time off policy, but it can be amended to fit your lifestyle needs. If you know that you like to work from home, or if you have a sick family member, or for whatever reason you need to have telecommuting flexibility, ask about those kind of things. It might not always be in writing, and it might not always come up in your interview for the things that the interview is telling you. So make sure you touch on those things. So again, just a very quick, brief video to always remind you that you are as important as the company is. So make sure that you always put yourself first, and make sure that you have the confidence and the know-how to really check in on companies and interviewers and departments. And even when you're looking at reviews and stuff, make sure that you're not reading reviews about an office in Kansas if you're looking at joining an office in Chicago. It's going to be perhaps a different environment. And make sure you also ask if the company is willing. What employees do they have on LinkedIn that you could reach out to, or who would be some of your coworkers that you could reach out to and get some real live information and candid feedback. And you're not always going to find that 10 out of 10, but if you can make sure that 8 out of the 10 things that you need out of your job and the company that you work for are met, and that's going to be great for you, and you're going to be much happier going forward. So keep those things in mind, and happy hunting. If you like this video, make sure you check us out, Hub.Careers. We've got a lot of different videos that we post regularly to help you find the right job that's right for you. If you have any questions or anything that you want me to talk about, please feel free to leave a comment or shoot us an email, and I'll definitely make a video about that for you. Thanks again. See you soon.